Hey guys, I'm Flip Otaku. Welcome back, and today I'm doing another manga review for you guys. And I'm so excited because this is my favorite manga release of the year, Bloody Stumps Samurai, written and illustrated by the great Hiroshi Harada. Now, many of you have probably never heard of Hiroshi Harada. If you're a fan of Dark Horse comics, if you're a fan of Giga, or if you're a fan of samurai comics, then you probably best know him from Setsuma Gishiden. This is a series that Dark Horse put out that I was loving and enjoying. Look at that insanely gorgeous artwork. Sadly, it was never finished. 3 volumes were put out, I think, of 5. So that sucks. But this is a one-shot, self-contained story, and it's fantastic from start to finish. Now, you guys may also know him as he did the kanji for the movie Akira. Any of the kanji that you see is done by him. He's a very sought-after calligraphy artist, as well as being one of the most important manga artists ever. And we're going to get into that. So, Bloody Stump Samurai follows our main character of Genosuke. He's part of the Barakumen tribe of people who are outcasted and shunned and are very much hated upon by the general public. And I wish it kind of dived into why they were hated, why they're so viled, because it's very sad to see these kids suffer just because they're hated on. It's just, it's basically, it's a form of prejudice, and this whole story has a lot of sadness to it. And I think it pays off at the end, in a way, but the ending is also very sad in its own right. So, Genosuke's whole mission is to uplift his people and make them be seen as equals to everyone else. But the only problem is he is a bit of a hothead. He is a very talented sword fighter, but even if he loses, he gets back up, no matter how bad his injuries are. And the worse they get, the more maddening he gets. Like, the crazier he gets, the crazier he acts. So he's a very dangerous person. It's not until a sensei of a dojo brings him in and becomes his friend and teaches him to calm down his anger, channel his anger, and make it positive. But he is betrayed, and that's when things spiral out of control. I don't want to spoil too much because the main bloody fight scene in this is really cool. It's done by 2 people who don't have limbs, and it's very well done. It's very creative as well. But when this came out in 1962, the Baraku Liberation League took offense to this, and they were confiscating copies and burning them. They were censoring this manga, and the essays at the back of this book go into why this is such an important piece of manga history and why it's such an important piece to Japanese censorship. And I highly recommend you guys pick this up. You guys know me, my tastes are very niche in general. I don't have, One Piece or Bleach or Naruto in my collection. I have things like Priest and Dogs and Ultraman, and I have a very niche, eclectic taste. This is probably the most nichest thing in my collection, but I implore you guys, go pick this up. This is $20. It's a very small publisher. It's translated by Ryan Holmberg. He did a fucking phenomenal job translating the essays. He is seriously one of the most talented translators in the business, in my opinion, and I'm a big fan of his work as a translator and as a scholar as well. Sorry, but yeah, guys, go pick this up. This is a seriously amazing read. It's one of the most important mangas ever, and it's also my favorite release of 2019. If you do pick this up, the way I would recommend you reading it is read the story first. Just go in blind, read it, then read the essays, and then instantly go back and read the main story again. The essays give you a little bit more context for some of the things going on in the story. But if you go in first blindly and read it, and then read the essays, you're gonna have a blast. I read this twice so far this year, and I've just been in love with it. Every time I'm like, I'm bored, what should I read? I just pick this up and I skim through the pages, or I read sections of the essays again. Phenomenal release. Who's this published by? This is published by... Oh man, it doesn't say. Oh man, guys, the publisher needs to put their name on here a little bit better. Retrofit Comics. So Retrofit Comics, you guys did a phenomenal job with this. The only thing I will say that's a negative to this manga is that the typeset is a little poor. I'm going to show you guys right here. If you guys can see that, I do not like that typeset. I do not like that whatever they use. It's kind of takes you out at first, but after you start reading, you get kind of used to it. But yeah, guys, best manga release of 2019, hands down. Guys, I'm Flip Otaku, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 3K by the end of the year, and I got a lot of content coming your way, guys. I got more manga reviews, anime reviews, tokusatsu buying guides. It's going to be fun. The end of the year is coming up. I'm going to be doing my favorite manga releases of the year. Spoiler, number one. Best Blu-ray releases of the year. And yeah, guys, welcome, and hope to see you again soon.